Let's see if we can do this now. Okay, I feel way better.
Jim, we'll go with you.
Hey,
Oh,
Giannis.
my mask.
Oh, you're good. Thank you. I guess we'll just start with the day. You've talked so much about staying in the moment, staying focused and present. How difficult was that to start your day with your brother and to kind of learn his situation and that type of thing before a finals game?
It was extremely difficult because I know how bad he wanted to be here and to help the team, be around the team and cheer for the team and give the energy that he always gives to everybody, because everybody feels his energy, you know. But at the end of the day, we got to do our job. We got to come out here and try to play good basketball, try to win the game. And as much as it hurts, like everybody that he's not here, and me even more. But like, still gotta do our job. Still, we know that he's supporting us. He was sending me messages, personally. So we were able to do our job, even though he was not here to give that energy he gives all the time from the bench.
I, well, speaking of the bench to open the second quarter, what was your vantage point? What did you see from your teammates as they started that run? And then even when Bud, there was the timeout in there, and Bud kind of decided to roll with it and have you still kind of sit there.
Yeah, great momentum. We were able to keep our composure. We were making shots. We were getting downhill. We were defending. We're down 16. And that's what our team is about. You can go the other way. You can be like, oh yeah, okay. This is not the night. But no, we kept playing hard, especially that group that came back to the game. They kept moving the ball. They kept getting open shots. They were knocking it down too. So they played great. They played great in that stretch.
Eric on the right.
Did the hotel room survive? I feel like the Nets would be jumping on like the bed, like throwing couches around, like.
I think just because I know him a little bit better, he was probably screaming in front of the TV, and probably in the last possession he probably took his shirt off and started playing defense, sweating, jumping in the bed. But like yeah, but after the game, when the game was over, he FaceTimed me. I could see that he was extremely happy. Like he was watching every single moment of the game and he was cheering all on. So yeah.
Can you walk me through the steal by Drew? I mean, like we talked the other night about your defensive block, and that steal I feel like is kind of on the same level as far as importance.
Yeah, it was big time steal. Showing crowd, let him get to a spot, and he came from behind and ripped the ball off, and he could go down to the other end and just go for like a full play, run the clock down. But he trusted me and he made the incredible pass also for the lob. So it was big time play. It was the winning play of the game. But we that's what we need from Drew. We need him to keep defending. We need him to keep being great offensively. But like things like that, that's what makes him elite.
He said you yelled at him.
Yeah.
When did you know you had the lane?
I saw him going, then I saw Chris Paul, and then I started sprinting, and I saw nobody was around me. So he didn't want to throw me the ball at first, but I was like, throw it. And then he threw it, he trusted me, and after the game I was like, thank you for trusting me, because it could go any way. He could throw it and, make a wrong pass, and that's going to be on him because he's the point guard, and coach is going to say you're supposed to keep the ball, but he trusted me. He knew that I'm going to finish the play, and that says a lot to me, and I went up to the game, after the game, and I told him that too.
Over to Ben on the right.
Giannis, you've seen how the city has kind of rallied around you guys, 25,000 people watching outside. Winning this one here tonight, what's it mean to, go home and have a chance to win an NBA title in front of the home fans?
Oh, man, it means a lot, man, but I can't get too carried away. I gotta stay in the present. Can't worry about the outcome. But obviously we know what the deal is. It's one game away from being an NBA champ. Being in the history of this game. Being always there. Nobody can take that away from you. And doing it in front of our families and our fans, it's big. It's gonna be big, but that can wait. We gotta focus and keep playing good basketball. We gotta go back home. We gotta recover. I gotta grab some burgers, eat something right now because I'm hungry. And then we gotta watch the clip and watch the clips and see what we did well, what we didn't do well, what can we do better, and the steps to it before the game, right? And if we do all those things right and we are disciplined, once the game started and we play good basketball, we have the energy of the fans because we know they're going to be loud, and we have an opportunity to win the NBA championship. It's going to be amazing to do it in front of our fans. But there's more steps until we get there, But to answer your question, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome to do it in front of our fans. But there's steps to it.
Malik in the back.
I have two for you, Giannis. The mental discipline that you're talking about of not focusing on the outcome, something that you've talked about, that you've worked on to kind of refocus and not necessarily be as outcome oriented. How much of a test is that now, one win away, for that process for you?
It's a test. It's a big test, and you gotta enjoy the moment. Okay, we have to enjoy the moment. Like winning a game on the road, we have to enjoy the moment. But the job is not done. We have to all realize that, And we gotta stay in the present. It doesn't mean we're gonna go back home and win Game 6. Probably Phoenix start the same thing. They're gonna come back home and win Game 5. Come to Milwaukee and try to win again. But we gotta stay humble. We gotta be in the present. We gotta stay humble as much as possible. I feel like when this team is humble, this team is very, very dangerous. And I think we play at our best when we are humble. So we got the steps to it, as I said. And when the game starts, we gotta take possession at a time. And hopefully we can be in a position to win the game. If we're in a good position to win the game, we have great closers in our team, Drew, Chris, me, that we have opportunity to win the game.
And I'm just wondering the resilience that this team has showed, whether it was tonight being down big in a quarter, or if it's being down 0-2. Is that a learned behavior, or is that innate to learn as a team to be this resilient?
I feel like we don't stop. I feel like I've been a part of different teams. Usually when you're down 15 or 16 or whatever, down 0-2 or whatever the case might be, you kind of stop. You kind of like, kind of stop competing, in a way. But I feel like this team, we don't do that. We haven't done that all year long. I think I can't remember. I can't go that back, but like we keep competing, And as I said in the last press conference, we didn't know we were gonna win this game. We could still compete until the last minute and still lose the game. But it's all about that we don't stop. We keep coming, and this team does that so well. Even with down 0-2, we down 0-1, we down 16 points. We keep coming, we keep competing because we know the game is long. It's 48 minutes, and we always try to put ourselves in a position to win the game. That's all you can ask for. You go into a game, you don't know if you're going to win the game, but we know if we compete for 48 minutes, we are good. We have great players, great closers, great shooters, great rebounders, great defenders. We have a great coach, and we know that we can put ourselves in a position to win the game.
Sam in the middle.
Two for you, Giannis. First of all, what you were dealing with when you first came in. Is it cramping? Is it something else? What are you going through?
I was a little bit dehydrated.
Okay.
I was a little bit dehydrated, man. I'm a softie, but it's okay.
Well, you got me hungry now. The burgers sound good.
Yeah, with some French fries, huh? Some
There-
French fries.
right? We know where to go. We'll meet you there. A lot of the mental stuff you talked about yesterday, it seemed like it was coming to fruition in the later moments of this game. So you list the 2 free throws with a minute to go, and Monty ices you. Jay Crowder bumps you on the way to the line. Chris Paul seemed like he tried to get at you a little bit.
I love it.
So they're trying to get under your skin, but you obviously you can't disengage because seconds later, Drew's trying to find you above the rim, for the play of the game. Is that a lot of what you talked about yesterday?
Yeah, it's being the moment. I'm not gonna lie. I'm always real. I feel like that's what makes me who I am. I'm always real. Sometimes I go to the free throw line and I'm nervous a little bit. But this time I wasn't nervous at all because I was so much dialed in. I just missed. And but I'm happy. I mean, like I live with it because I shot my routine. I did exactly what I always do, and I just missed. But there's gonna be times that they're gonna talk. Your opponent player is gonna talk. The crowd gonna yell, but just gotta keep playing through that. Gotta keep playing. Keep your composure. Just keep trying to do whatever is possible to help the team win. Like even when we missed, we were able to still tip the ball back to Chris, and he made them. I could put my head down and just be like, I missed the free throw, whatever the case might be. But no, I kept playing. That's what I do. That's how I'm built.
We've got time for 2 more. We're going to Rohan and then Jeff.
Giannis, you mentioned Drew trusting you on that lob play on that last sequence. I'm just curious, why did you want the lob there? How come you didn't want him to run out the clock? What was going through your mind? Why did you call for that
Exactly. I don't know. I was so in the moment. I wasn't worried about the clock. I wasn't worried about the crowd. I wasn't worried about nothing. I was worried about I had the open lane, throw it up, and he trusted me. Now, if we put it all down now, there was 20 seconds on the clock? Yeah, Drew, if you put it all down and you go, traditionally, yeah, pull it back out, give the ball to Chris, let's run a high pick and roll, and probably they're going to foul him. He's going to go to the free throw line. But, sometimes when you're so much in the moment, you just react.
Last question to Jeff.
Giannis, you've talked a lot about trust during this series. This is Drew's first year with the team. What were the things that led to you trusting him, knowing that maybe if he has a bad night offensively, he contributes other ways? How did that trust develop there? And then maybe if you can describe what it takes for his defensive effort to do what he has to do on a nightly basis.
Yeah, he takes a lot out of his body to do what he does in a nightly basis. Pick, the point guard up, full court, then bring the ball up, put the whole team in order, in position, execute, try to score, try to get downhill, try to find the open man. Like it's a lot, but we trust him that he can do that. But one thing, the great thing about Drew is that he can affect the game in a lot of ways. He can have an off night, but he can defend. Like game 4, he didn't have his best offensive night, but he was so good defensively. He got the steal at the end from Chris Paul. Chris Paul, I think so, and he got the steal today too. He can affect the game in so many ways. And it says a lot. I love being teammates with him, and I hope moving forward we can be teammates for a lot of years.
Thanks, Giannis.
Thank you guys. Sorry for waiting, guys.